Hey guys, I'm Coach Madeline. Welcome to 20 minutes of a stretch and core workout with me. So if you want to skip directly to the core piece of this workout, it's time-stamped below, and everything that I'm going to use today will be linked in the description. Let's get started with a stretch. So start in a big child's pose. Knees as wide as your mat, arms reached out forward. Try to tiptoe your hands forward and breathe. Another deep breath, fill up and breathe. Let some things go. Connect just you and your mat. Draw your belly button in tight. From here, we're going into a cat and a cow pose. So let's level up our knees. Inhale with a big cow pose. Exhale, big cat pose, tucking our belly button in tight. And big breath out. From here, let's get some shoulder rolls. Loosen up our scaps. Draw belly button in tight to your body. Think about what gravity wants to do. Gravity wants to pull you down. Don't let it snap. Belly button in tight. Snap ribs to hip points. That'll be all day long. Okay, let's pop one foot forward. Get way down inside this front knee. I like to see if I can tap this elbow inside my foot. Back knee is down. I'm feeling this side hip flexor. From here, we take it into a half split. Getting this side hamstring. If you can, reach for this foot with both hands. I even like to add a little twist. See if I can get this whole chain under my arm. Big breath. Take that forward, and then we're gonna pop this up into an open twist, reaching tall, really feeling that on my top side glute. A little more twist will do you well. And breathe. From here, let's take that right into a down dog. Pedal out our calves. So we've got top of our head down. See if you can tilt your pelvis forward like this to get a deep stretch into your hamstrings, both calves. And let's get that other side. So forward lunge, way down in it. Deep breath. And we're rocking back into our half split. Reach for this foot, both hands. This is where I love to open up my top side. Feel a long stretch on this side of my body. Big stretch in this hamstring. And back in it, we're about to get that open twist. Pop up off your back knee. Open. From here, we're gonna start our day talking a little bit about your breath. So every time we breathe, we want to draw ribs to hip points. So let's start that in just hands and knees. Push your shoulders down away from your ears. You'll feel your lats kick on. From there, we're going into a modified high plank. Now, if you are in a postpartum program, this may be hard for you. You may feel your belly button drop down a little more easily. See if you can breathe, exhale, and draw your navel into your body, closing down those ribs and hip points. Snap that belly button to spine with every breath. So this looks like this. One more. From there, we tuck our toes and we're gonna create a little bear tap in the knees. So we're hovering and we go tap and tuck. Tap right here, I'm tucking belly button underneath me. Tap, tuck, tap, tuck. Two more. tap, tuck, tap, last one, tuck. From here, take this forward into a high plank. If this is too hard, you're taking yours right back into that modified plank. Shoulders down, lats engaged, tummy tucked, and we're breathing. Take a little quick check at your belly button, see if we've got any DR coning going on. One more breath, and then we're dropping to our left elbow together. Left elbow, left knee, top leg up. This is a modified side plank. We're gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. Think about tucking belly button to spine. Even though we are in a side plank and gravity's pulling us down, think about pushing this hip away from the floor and think about drawing that belly button in, ribs to hip points still. Try to rest and breathe here. Two more like that. Check in with those ribs. Last one. From here, we're just gonna add little pulses, a little leg raise with our top leg. Let's get 10, make sure you breathe. That was 3, 4, I'm pushing with this bottom leg glute, 5, 6, 7, 8, don't lose your core, 9, and 10, and from there, we'll drop into a clamshell. This is a very funky clamshell. So I'm gonna push my bottom knee down into the floor and open my top knee. It's gonna get bottom side glute, core, bottom side oblique. Lots of shoulder going on. Think about bridging forward as you come up. Hinging backward as you go down. Here's 5, we've got 5 more. 6, 7, and 8, almost done with this side. 9, last one. 10, so good, let's flip it around. So, started out in our modified side plank. Again, if this doesn't feel great, maybe just drop both knees so that you're a little bit more supported. I'm gonna pop here. If this is too easy for you, pop up into a full side plank. We'll start with a hold. Let's go 5 breaths. I'm pushing through this bottom arm. Lifting this hip, that was 3, we've got 2 more. And last one. Top side raises, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, drawing belly button in, 6, ribs to hip points, 7, and 8. My bottom side glute is burning. There's 10. We're going right into those funky clamshells. For 1, think about your bottom side glute pushing through your hips, almost like a bridge. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost done. 8, 2 more. 9, remember to breathe. 10, so good. If you have a Pilates ball, grab for your Pilates ball. If you don't, a soft pillow will work. And if you have just a little swishy ball at home, that'll work fine. You want it to have some squish to it because you want to be able to tuck your back into the ball. So we're gonna start this one out. This is my favorite core circuit with
a little, make sure I'm in a good spot. We're gonna start this one out with a classic crunch. Shoot, I'm hitting the wall, okay. We're gonna start this one out with a classic crunch. So we'll go arms open wide with everything that you do. Keep an eye on this core. Tuck belly button to spine. Inhale over the ball. Exhale all the way up. I'm shaking after 1. 2. Keep an eye on this right here. Make sure you try to create that center line. That's your core snatching you in. Protecting your low back. That's our deep core working. 4. 5. If this is too hard, move that ball up your back a little bit. 7. 8. We're gonna turn this right into circles. So I'm going around the ball and coming up on the other side, using oblique over here. I'm gonna transfer to oblique over here. Right back down, around the ball. Breathe. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. 5. 2 more. And last one. Same thing, take it the other direction. Around for 1. There's 2. Arms open wide. If you start to get tired, bring your hands forward. This gives you a little more support. 6. Shoulders wrapping around that ball. 7. Think about tucking those low abs into the ball. 8. Okay, good. Take a moment to stretch. Open your chest over the ball, open your head. See if you can lay your head down on the ground behind you. From here, we're gonna take it to a knee tuck. So, coming up, tuck your ball into the middle of kind of your tailbone. It's way, way low on this guy. And from here, I'm gonna tuck, if I were just sitting naturally, I look like this. I'm gonna tuck right here into the ball. That's coming from my exhale. That's my deep core working. So from here, I'm gonna grab the sides of my mat. Tuck a knee to chest. Here's 3. We're going 8 each side. A little more difficulty will be hands here with a little bit more of a crunch. Make sure when you do that, you don't compromise your middle line. That DR wants to peak up. Don't let it. Really helps me to do my core in a mirror so I can monitor from a few different angles and make sure even if I can't see my core, I know what it's doing. Let's go 1 more each side. Last one. Okay, from here, we've got bows and arrows. So I want you to act like you're drawing back a bow. We're leaning back over the ball. Our core is gonna stay on and tight. And then we're gonna shoot the arrow up with a crunch. And we'll alternate. We're getting 8 each side. Ball can go up your back just a little bit higher than your tailbone. Like I said, if this is too hard, move it way up your back. Between your shoulder blades will be about the easiest. Or if it's hurting you, take it out all together and just do this without. Okay, here we go, 8 each side. There's 2. Nice long reach over that ball. Check in with your core. How's your breathing? 5. And right here's 8 and 8. Last big stretch. And then we take the ball out from behind our back. That feels so good after all of that. My entire core is burning from the top to the bottom. Okay, after that, let's go Russian twists. So for this one, oops, you do need the ball behind your back. My fault. Grab a dumbbell. Let's go. I'm going 8. I wish I had a 5. A 3 is a little too light. Oh, here I go. I'm gonna do 2 3s. Grab 2 dumbbells. If they're 3s. If you have a 5, that's kind of perfect for this move. And I'm gonna tuck my low back into the ball. Right here, that sweet spot again, getting belly button and ribs in tight. And then I'm gonna go elbows down. Exhale across. Core should be slow. When I see people in the gym doing core incredibly fast, I know that they're not doing it well, or they're just using their hip flexors, quads, arms, momentum. Core takes a lot of breath and it's very slow. It's how we train endurance. That was 4. We're doing 2 more each side. Last one. Now we do dumbbell punches. So from here, I'm punching across and I'm tucking this arm in, get a little back and biceps out of it. And across. We go 8 each side on this number. We're working our way up. If you feel this right underneath those lowest ribs, you're feeling the right place. Keep that belly button tucked in, check in with your core, make sure we don't have this going on. Make sure we have this going on. That's super important, especially in my prenatal and postpartum girls. I lost count, but we're gonna call this number 4. We'll go 5, 5, and 6, and 6. Almost done. Take that ball out from behind you now. Pop feet up here and here. This is the hard version. If you want the easy version, you're gonna keep one foot down and you'll thread through like this. I'm gonna opt here and I'm gonna have one foot in the air all the time. We're going under each leg 8 times. Like I said, one foot down is the easier version. Here we go. Under, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Felt my hip flexors. 8, good. So I dropped into that easier version. That's important too. All right, our last bit of the day, we're dropping into a dumbbell dead bug. If you've got your 1 5 or an 8, maybe a 10, that can go right above your head. Let me scoot. Yeah. And you only need 1 dumbbell. I've got 2 3s, so that works too. From here, we're going tabletop with our knees. Already, I'm starting to feel my core want to kick on to tuck my tailbone off the floor. That's a good thing. That's what we want. From here we go. Tap right back up. Low back stays in contact with the mat. We don't want to see this happen with space. Keep those ribs and hip points together. Here's 4, we've got 1 more each side. Okay, and then after that, we're going overhead. Nice long reach under the arms. Exhale your way up. If you've got it, let's go ahead and add a crunch to the top of this move. Keeping an eye again on your center core. We're going 8 of these. Almost done. This stretch feels really good after all of that. There it is.
Lengthen your core out with long legs, with full arms up overhead. A deep breath feels really good in this moment. Grab a knee, bring it across your body. And same thing, other side. Just slow everything down. If you really loved that core circuit, you can repeat it. Pop back in and repeat it. That was good enough for me. So, thank you so much for joining me. That was hard. I felt it too. I do this core circuit all the time. It's my favorite one. I'll see you in the next one.